Today we are going to be exposing 9 secret Easter eggs inside of Roblox Rivals. Some of these are literally insane and other ones are absolutely game-breaking. Starting with the first one that involves the katana melee. Now if many of you guys know, if you go ahead and press F on any item, you can go ahead and expect it inside of the game. Like you guys can see I'm doing with my paintball gun, my Uzi, and just everything. But when you go ahead and equip the katana, you can actually go ahead and find a very special Easter egg. Because if you continue to spam click F, you'll actually get a secret fruit ninja inspect. A lot of players actually don't know this, and honestly this is one of my favorite Easter eggs inside of Rivals. However, it is very rare. You guys can hear me, I'm spamming F so many times and it's just not happening. But I got it once again. Okay, this one actually looks insane, guys. Go ahead and try this out in a game. People are gonna absolutely lose it when they see this because this is not known to many players. Now the next Easter egg is actually a little bit interesting because if you actually go ahead and go to the lobby inside of Rivals and go over to this secret person right here called Nico, you can go ahead and interact with him and start talking to him, but that's besides the point. Because if you actually look at the book that he's reading, it actually has a very secret Easter egg. Because if I go ahead and zoom in, you guys can see that he is looking at a Rivals rulebook that actually teaches you how to play the game. Right here on this page, it's teaching you how to aim and stuff, so honestly that's kind of cool. And on this other page, it says it's really simple. I guess it is kind of simple. I mean, aiming and shooting in Rivals, I feel like is one of the simplest things you can learn. But if you go ahead and zoom on the cover of it, it's called Step-by-Step Guide of Deflecting. And on that back, it has a whole paragraph that says this book will guide you. Oh my gosh, wait, he moved it. Hold on. It says this book will guide you becoming the best katana player ever. This book is proven to help the countless katana beginners around the world. And it gives quotes from the admins talking about how good this book was at teaching them how to use the katana. So that honestly was an insane Rivals secret. I did not know about that. But the next secret is actually really interesting because if you go ahead and go to the construction map and pull out a subspace trip mine or a grenade, you could go ahead and blast off all the way to the crane to hop on top of a blimp. So let me actually go ahead and do this real quick. Come on. Let me try and get on this thing so I can climb it. Okay, here we are. Hopefully the guy doesn't kill me, bro. He's shooting at me right now. Bro, he killed me. What the heck? Okay, this guy's actually such a nerd. Okay, I'm going back up right now. Oh my gosh, I just made it on the top. But this guy's keep shooting me, bro. Oh my gosh, he's about to kill me. He's right next to me too, bro. What the heck is going on? Okay, here I am. Now you guys can see the blimp is right there. And if you go ahead and launch yourself and double jump all the way on. Oh my gosh, bro. I was so close. But you guys can touch it, I promise.
One eternity later.
Okay, boys, now I'm on top of the crane and you guys can see the blimp is coming right there. So we throw down the subspace trip mine one more time and blast off. And you guys can see we can land on top of the blimp and start shooting at people. My opponent's right there, so hold on. Let me try and hit him with a crazy shot. Okay, not gonna lie, the round's gonna kind of end before I can hit him. He's right there, though. But at least try to hit him with one shot. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh. But you guys can see this blimp trick is actually insane. If you guys want to go ahead and try, you could use a grenade. You don't need to actually have the subspace trip mine. But the next one is also pretty interesting because this one is actually not known to a lot of people. To do this, you have to go ahead and go inside of a 1v1, and when you're inside of the game, you have to go ahead and find whoever your opponent is and try and kill him. So obviously, hold on, let me just try and take care of this kid real quick. Obviously, he's right here. He's trying to snipe me. Obviously, he can't hit me though. And then once you're about to kill him just like that and type in the chat saying easy, it'll go ahead and translate to me saying well played. This is honestly so weird because like I don't know why they added this. I mean, he's saying I know too because like I'm trying to be toxic, but it's honestly so annoying because like I'm gonna type it again and look, it literally just says well played, bro. I mean, come on. I'm being a little bit too nice. Like, he's saying thank you to. I'm making new friends. Well, let me finish this kid up real quick. I'm being way too nice to him, bro. I actually have to cook this kid and just end it right there. Look, it's even happening to him too, bro. He's probably so confused. Wait, what the heck just happened? Servers restarting? That was... Wait, hold on. I've never seen this happen ever. Okay, well, I guess that was an abrupt ending to our 1v1, but let's move on to the next secret, which is once again in the lobby. Now, if you go ahead and go behind the screen and try and jump on top of it, you guys can see that there's a secret opening right here called skins. And if you go ahead and walk up all the way to it, it will show you a glitched version of outside of the map. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not supposed to see this inside of Roblox Rivals. This is only for admins and developers. And if you were in a private server, you would actually be able to go ahead and use free cam to go ahead and explore the whole entire thing, which is exactly what I'm doing now. You guys can see I'm actually glitching out right now because you are not supposed to be here inside of Rivals. But you can see there's a big antenna coming out of this part of the map. I don't know why. And then also there's just so much random stuff under it, bro. Like, what is all this? I mean, you could see through the lobby right here if you really wanted to, but it's only see through this part. What's also interesting is that you could literally see the shooting range from right here. I honestly thought it was a whole different map. It's so weird how you could just go to it right now. Not gonna lie, all this stuff is really interesting, and if you want to go ahead and try this inside your own private server, go ahead. I mean, you're gonna get all broken like me too. I literally can't even move no matter what I want to do. Well, moving on to our next glitch, which is with the Scythe right here. And if you guys go ahead and go equip the Scythe, you guys can see that pulling it out actually has like a little bit of an animation, so it makes it a little bit harder to try and like go ahead and zoom with it just like how you want to. But if you go ahead and pull out a normal item just like the paintball gun right here, or it could be any gun honestly, and go ahead and quickly pull out the Scythe, press F and go ahead and do that, you you guys can see that it takes away the animation and makes you go ahead and go use the scythe instantly. Let's go ahead and try that again real quick. Hold on. We just set myself up and boom, guys, look at that. It's not as fast as it used to be because the Roblox developers actually go ahead and patched it because it was a low-key a little bit too broken. But despite that, however, it is still broken, and if you guys actually want to go ahead and use it, go ahead. I mean, I honestly use this in pretty much every single one of my games, so I have the scythe equipped. But honestly, this next one is by far my favorite because how funny it is, which is if you go ahead and equip your regular loadout, but then click instead of all of these other items, click the smoke grenade, you can actually go ahead and spam smoke the whole entire map. Since nobody really uses the smoke grenade, it's not really understood how broken this is. You guys can see literally if I just start spamming the smoke grenade, you literally cannot see the whole entire map anymore. I mean, I'm literally running around and it's just impossible to see anything. The only thing I can see is this guy's RPG blast. No, hold on, let me actually go ahead and go outside of it. He did not expect a single thing. This thing is actually so broken, boys. You do not want to try this on someone you do not like. Hold on, let's actually use a little bit more strategy with this and try and get a better smoke grenade spot. Okay, I can see he's right there. Let me just spam smoke right here. And he literally cannot see a single thing. He's all the way up there. All I have to do is just pop out like this and he's dead again. Dude, this is actually one of the most broken things inside of Roblox Rivals. I have no clue how this is not patched. Let's go ahead and do this one more time real quick. You can see this boy's trying to aim with this little RPG. Little does he know, he doesn't have a chance. And he's so delirious. I mean, he has actually no clue where he's at right now. And there he is once again. He had no clue, bro. And he's inside the smoke. There he is. Now, despite that, there's actually one more glitch inside of Arena, which is if you go ahead and go inside and try and double jump or try and go on the wall, you can go ahead and wall ride. This guy's trying to mess me up real quick, but it's definitely better if you have a double jump weapon. Let me go ahead and equip the fist, and I'll just go ahead and use the med kit because we don't really need the smoke grenades anymore. Now you guys can see if I go ahead and double jump and then just hang on the wall, I'm absolutely wall riding. And this kid actually has no clue. I mean, you guys can see I'm still doing it right here. Wall road right behind him. And I mean, I'm still just wall riding. Gonna slide and just hit him with the fist. Boys, I literally just 5-0'd this kid using glitches and Easter eggs that he had no clue about. Now, boys, finally, for the last and final glitch of the video, I have to say, honestly, this is the best one by far, which is if you go ahead and go to the 1v1 area of the lobby, you could go ahead and jump on top of this little crate thing right here to land on that cake. So hold on, let me try and position myself like this and jump. And now you guys can see if you press Q right here, you could go ahead and actually get a free piece of birthday cake. But not only that, you will get the secret first birthday Roblox Rivals charm. This is only a limited time and is a very secret Easter egg that nobody knows about, so go ahead and try this for you guys selves. But honestly, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see a part 2, make sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, and leave a comment. But honestly, I'm just gonna eat this birthday cake later, so peace out. So, the video didn't end up hitting 8 minutes, so you guys are gonna watch me at shooting range hit an absolutely insane trick shot. Alright, come on, let's go. See a couple guys right here. No, oh my gosh! Okay, that was crazy. Hold on, come on, we gotta do one more. Yes, boys, come on, let's hit that. Yes, boys, come on, let's hit that. Oh my gosh, okay, that was actually insane. Okay, I'm for real done with this video. Bye, guys.
I